It was morning too. None of them could sleep last night, but Vivian was happy. At least she had a good conversation with him, though she still didn't know a lot about a lot. She was in the kitchen when Kirito came out of the bath. He had a towel wrapped around him. I have kept your clothes in the basket, Vivian said from the kitchen. He picked them up and looked at them. After he was dressed up in a red t-shirt and blue pajamas, he went to the kitchen with a towel wrapped his neck. Geez, you didn't even dry your hair properly. I guess they are okay. He was looking for something in the fridge. They are not. She took the towel from him. She gently scrubbed his head with the towel as he looked at her. There, you have it. His bangs covered his eyes and his greenish blue eyes were glowing under his hair. Wow, you look so ethereal, she laughed. Oh yeah, he tossed his bangs while looking at them. She sniffed him. You smell like love. He looked at her for a while and then scrubbed her hand off. I think I should start going to work again. I feel better now. That's great. Why don't you go tomorrow? You can relax for today. Also, I think you should get a haircut. Should I? He tossed his bangs. They are starting to cover your eyes. Yeah, you're right. It's irritating. Alright, cut it. Wait, me? She said. Yeah, I cut my hair at home. Going to the salon is troublesome and time consuming, plus the stylists are annoying. They don't stop chattering. So you cut it. I don't know how to cut someone's hairs. Just trim it above my eyebrows, ears and neck. Easy said and done. Kirito sat on the chair in front of the basket and looked into the mirror. Vivian stood behind him with a pair of scissors in her hands and a trimmer. Use the blade 8 of the trimmer. He turned towards her. What's that? She asked. Turn the dial on the trimmer to 8, he said as he pointed at the blade. Like this? Yeah, now turn on the switch and just outline it on my scalp and near the neck and ears, he said. She did as told. Does it hurt? She asked. Why will it hurt? You're cutting my hair, not my skin. He looked into the mirror. Great. Now give me the scissors. I will cut my bang myself, he said. I'll do it, she shouted. No. He grabbed the scissors from her. I'll do it. She rebounded back and pulled the scissors from him. Go away. I won't. What's into you suddenly? You were so reluctant to cut my hair and now you are all excited, he shouted. Yes, because I can feel it, she shouted. What can you feel? He shouted back. You, she said as she looked into his eyes. He immediately looked away and gulped his saliva. She got closer to his face as he moved away slowly. What do you want? He asked while looking at the walls. When her face was about an inch away from his face, I'll cut your hair. No. He looked at her and their eyes met. She looked deep into his eyes until he finally closed his eyes and took a breath. He pressed his hands on her shoulders and gently pushed her away. Okay, I'll lose. Here, cut them. Yay! She brought the scissors close to his bangs. If I don't like it what you cut, you are spending the rest of the week in the bathroom, right over there. Sure, and you will make the food, right? What are you planning to mess up? She pressed her fingers over her lips and smiled. Just stay still now. He closed his eyes and could only hear the voice of scissors going through his hair. I hope she doesn't mess. She doesn't mess up. I messed up, she shouted. Oh God, he shouted as he pushed her aside and looked into the mirror. They look fine. He looked at his reflections. Your reaction was better than expected. Not a joke, okay? Not a very good joke. He sat back on the chair. Vivian pulled the chair and he fell on the bathroom floor. How is this one then? She giggled. He turned back and glared at her. She shrunk as she ran out of the bathroom. He got out and picked up the chair. He moved towards the closet and picked up the shaving foam. He spread it on his face and took out a razor from a plastic packet. Aren't you gonna chase me? She peeped through the door. What? What are we, 12? He started shaving. Man, you're no fun. She sat on the chair behind him. Why are you so boring? That's just how I am. Accept it or fuck off. He began shaving. Why are you suddenly so mean? He said while shaving. What? You are annoying sometimes, she complained. He rolled his eyes. Say something, she shouted. Finally, he clicked his tongue and moved the razor away from his face. Can I shave? He shouted as he turned towards her. I'm not stopping you. Listen, shut up and let me shave. Fine, she grumbled as sat back on the chair. He looked into the mirror and continued shaving while suddenly she got up and pressed her fingers on his neck. He seemed annoyed, but nevertheless, he continued quietly. She traced his spine with her fingers. He severed and ended up with a cut on his face. Oh my God, are you okay? She shouted as she pulled his face towards herself. My neck, he shouted. Oh, sorry. She left his face. He glared at her. She smiled nervously. She ran out of the bathroom and he ran after her. They played chess all around the house for about 5 minutes. Kirito's face was still covered with half foam as he chased her. Ha ha ha, you look like a clown, Vivian laughed hysterically as she stood behind the sofa. This isn't funny, Kirito shouted as he stood in front of the sofa. For you, it isn't, Vivian laughed again. Kirito removed his t-shirt and wiped the foam with it. He threw it aside and ran after her. They ran in circles around the sofa until Kirito jumped over it and grabbed her. They both landed on the sofa, with Vivian above him. Hulika! She shouted with excitement. Suddenly, he froze. Hulika, what does that mean? Vivian looked at him. He pushed her aside and got off from the sofa. He quickly walked towards the balcony door with his back facing Vivian. Hear me? She walked towards him. Don't touch me. Okay, I won't. Calm down. Look at me, hear me? She moved her hands away from him. I can't. You can't what? I can't look at you. Why don't you understand? I'm not me anymore. Meanwhile, Kirito was sitting in a shrine while about 10 cats surrounded him. Cat foods. He kept some cat food on his head and all the cats were ready to jump at him. Hey, how's it going, catnips?